No way. There's something catching fire over there. I wonder if that came from somebody throwing a cigarette, because that would be crazy. That would be insane. There's a FedEx truck over there too. Damn, I kind of just want to park here to see what's gonna happen. Something's burning over there. Something caught on fire. That no good. It's crazy. You know what? Let me go ahead and wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Juma Mubarak. So Kimberly, something caught on is catching on fire across the street, and we're gonna stay here to see what's going on. Ooh. Are they trying to put it out? I think they're trying to put it out on their own, but something caught on fire over there. You want to see? I'm good. Look, my passengers just noticed this when I was dropping them off. Something caught on fire over there. And it started from the somebody's calling the fire department. It started from like the stuff they put on the ground. That's crazy. It started from that little corner right there. You see where the all that's burning right now. We might see the fire department pull in here at some point. Those people are leaving there. They're getting in the BMW and getting out of town. Yeah, I was just pulling into the mall to drop off the passengers, and the passengers said, "Oh, some caught on fire." And then she pulled out her phone and told her friend, "Call the police, call the police." And her friend was like, "You call the police." And so yeah. Yeah, I'm sure somebody called the fire department already. But I was telling them, I wonder if that came from a like somebody throwing a cigarette on the ground or something. Because the fire is coming from, like, that you see that orange stuff they put on the ground. I forget what's it called. That orange stuff they put on the ground for the trees to grow and stuff like that. That's where the fire's coming from. It can't be that big of a fire because I see people really close to it over there. Why is the FedEx guy just posted up right there? And if you work there at Champs, you call the fire department already. I mean, you have to be crazy not to. I mean, there's a fire outside your store. Much. Is that what they call mulch? Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Are they trying to understand the Trinity? Maybe. Salam alaikum. Yeah, you're doing. Maybe. Maybe, but that's what we got right now. Bro, where's the freaking fire department? Oh, there's Popo right there. Okay, so there is a Popo there. There is a Popo right there. So they calling the fire department or what's the deal? That's an undercover Popo. He's in one of those ghost cars. He's in a ghost. Please double tap the screen, hit the like button. What is Popo gonna do here? Well, he's not blocking the entrance. He's letting the people come in. So what is he gonna do? Let's see what is Pebble gonna do. He's walking that way. There's a guy with a bucket over there putting something on it. I wonder how that thing started. That's crazy. Can you imagine if it's because somebody threw a cigarette? Can you imagine that? I wonder if they're gonna check the cameras to see how did this started. And imagine they check the cameras and there's somebody that walked by just tossed a cigarette. Man, what happens in that situation? They track the person down. What's up, Claire? How you doing? From Bangladesh. People don't usually have fire extinguishers in their car. Not here. That's rare for people to have that. People live here like they're immortal, like nothing's gonna happen. But no, I don't even have a fire extinguisher in my car. I have one at the house, like a little one. But that's what we got right now. We got Popo's right there. At least he's not blocking the entrance to the place. That's good. We have something that apparently refuses to turn off, despite the fact that they put something on it. I wonder if the cop is like weighing his options. Like, is it worth calling the fire department for this? I wonder if he's debating this. Like, is it worth it? Should I really call the fire department because of this? Eh, I mean, heck, they're not really doing much anyway right now. Like a 7 liter. How long is it gonna take for the fire department? Question. Good question. The answer is who knows? I mean, I'm sure that if this thing was in flames, like the store was in flames or something, I'm sure they would have gotten here already. But I don't know. I wonder if the cop is like, did I just ask somebody from the store to bring out a couple of buckets of water, see if this thing can be put out, or should I call the fire department? Come on, man. We want to see some action around here. We want to see some big water hose, an extinguisher, or something. The thing is still blowing smoke. It's not that dangerous. I mean, the cop is literally standing right there. He's like standing next to the quote unquote fire thing. It's so it's not that dangerous. He's actually like just looking at it. But I wonder if they see like a cigarette butt there and then they're like, okay, because of this incident, now we have to go and check to see who threw this here. Oh, there it goes. Ah, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. There is the fire department. Not much excitement here, bud. It's just gonna be a quick little spray. People don't stop, bro. People don't stop. Look at this. This is crazy. Damn. Look at that. Nobody stops, bro. People are slow as heck. Slow, like mentally. Like, what the heck? He needs to cut across. There we go. Now we got some action. Damn, I should have parked. I should have parked in that plaza over there. Now all these cars are gonna be driving by. We're not gonna be able to see clearly. Thank you, Aki. It's the only one I have. I have to get another one. Can you go there? I mean, I could, but across the street with my camera, they're gonna say, "Who's this Muslim guy?" The safety of the system is concerning. The safety of the system is concerning our expense. What do you mean? All right, let's see what these people gonna do with the smallest fire they've ever seen. It's just smoke. It's like there's no flames. But he's making a Yui. Oh man, don't block our view here. Don't block the view, mate. Now you just went in a circle. The heck? All right, let's see what's gonna happen here. I have to put it here because not touch it because when you touch it, then since it's all the way zoomed in, it's gonna be very shaky. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, you got the water hose. Damn, he just slightly blocked our view of the back of the truck. Man, is he spraying it? Is he spraying it or what? Damn, man. Okay, he's climbing the truck. Going on the other side. Okay, he's getting the water hose. Can we see some water shoot out? Come on, just like when you guys used it on the riots. Let's see some of that water shoot out. Let's go. What? He got a shovel. Okay. I guess they put yeah, I guess it makes sense to like shovel stuff on it. See if fire will die. Uh, a little bit of water, like my grandma used to do to water the flowers a little bit. They're like, you guys call us for this little bitty fire. You guys called us for this. No, the real meat and potatoes of this is gonna be when we go into one of these offices here. We look at the cameras, and we find out who threw the cigarette on here. It cost this thing flame up like blaze. We gonna get to the bottom of this right here. America the Great. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How you doing, Air 8? I mean, barakallah fikum. Okay, so is the show over? I think it's over. We don't see no more smoke. That's the easiest paycheck they've ever gotten off of that. Well, that's all she wrote. That was a quick call. That's it. Action's over. She's throwing a little bit of water with like a bucket. There's a little bit of smoke. Oh, is that water or smoke? That's water. It's water. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's over. Damn, man. A couple of weeks ago, I was driving, taking a customer, and I saw a guy in a white pickup truck driving very slow, like really slow. Then a couple of we stopped at a light, and then he made it past the yellow and then turned red, so we stopped. Then as when the once the light turned green again, and we finally catched up with a guy, he was on the side of the road in front of a school, of a high school, and the front of his car of his white Toyota was on. I don't know if it was a Toyota. It was a pickup truck. It was in flames, and the guy was on the side of the like on the sidewalk calling 911, I guess. Yeah, I was show's over. Not much excitement. Alhamdulillah. Good. It's not like we want to see the thing burning. Business is burning down or anything. But I wonder how it started. You think they're gonna go in there and like Champs, for example, or AT&T and check the cameras to see, hey, how did this start it? And what if what if Jeffries is walking by and Jeffrey just threw the cigarette and that came out of that? That's crazy. You know what's also crazy? When I see people smoking at the gas pump, bro, how are you smoking at the gas pump? Are you retarded? You can never smoke at a gas pump. There's been times where I've been putting gas, right? And I think I got it all. And then I take the thing out and a little bit of gas drips on the floor. Thank you. Barakallahu fikum. Right? So a little bit of gas drops on the floor. And the first thought that always comes to my mind is like, I hope somebody that comes after me is not smoking. Bro, around the gas pumps, there's always gas on the floor, dry or not dry. There's always gonna be gas. Why would you smoke next to the gas pump? It takes one little poop drop and that's it. Big fire at the gas pump. Gas would actually put a cigarette out. What are you talking about? I'm talking about gasoline. That makes no sense. Gas is not going to put a fire out. What are you talking about? This is why they have disclaimers actually on the gas pump that says don't smoke. Don't smoke while you're pumping. There's disclaimers. If you pay attention to the gas pump, you'll see. Greetings from rainy Scotland. What's up, man? It's raining up there. But what do you look for in a man? For them to not be faggots like you, I want strong brothers that could stand next to me in the line of battle or in the line of prayer. If that answers your questions. You weren't expecting that answer, were you? All right, now we are finished. There's no more excitement. So, yeah, that was quick. That was quick. Are you just gonna sit there at the intersection and like not make a left or right? What's the deal? Now the fire department guys, now they go back to the station and continue to watch the football. I bet you there's at least one of those fire department firefighters that's complaining like, damn, they really called us here for this. There's at least one of them. They really called us out for this. Damn. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot this is forgot we're in Tampa there for a second, where people don't usually run the stop signs. Diesel puts out fire because it's high flash point and lower vapor pressure. Never heard of that. Don't know if it's true or not true. But what I do know is that I seriously doubt any of those firefighters got diesel in their truck trying to spray it on some fire. They got the water, of course. I'm sure you're talking about like an emergency. Maybe. I don't know. You said that. I don't know if it's true or not. But if it is true, I'm sure it's not used as a primary source of putting out a fire and more of a last resort type of thing. Let's see if we can get a little close here. Let's see. Yeah, nothing to see here really. Time is over. Halas, finish. Finished. Okay. Come on, bit dog. Come on, bit dog. Oh, you taking too long. I'm gonna go in front of you because you taking way too long. I don't got time to be wasted. Don't got time to be wasting. No, we don't. No, we don't. Let's see if we can damn. The Zoom was all the way in. Let's see if I can pick up some more customers. Back to business. Gabby, so how was your Jumma today? And Kimberly. Oh, this thing's crooked, like Hillary Clinton. There we go. Ah, yeah, better. Alhamdulillah, it was very good. A day off, alhamdulillah. Just spent with family. Nice, bro. Very nice. Should I look at those clouds. Look at those clouds. They're heavy. No, bro. Clouds are light. No, they are heavy. Read the Quran. It's been confirmed that they're heavy also, by the way. Ding dong, ding dong. All right, let's see what we got here. I've been declining this Uber trips left and right. The bad ones. Oh, what they got? Look at this. As soon as I go, well, this one's not that bad, but why is it taking that long? Uh, it's not terrible, but it's taking. It's not like it's more money than miles, but it takes a long time to take them. Why? Why is that? Maybe there's a traffic jam or something. Oh, this was horrible. This one is terrible, terrible. See if I can pull it into one of these places. You know what I like about these communities here in Tampa? That oh, this was bad. Now they're sending me really bad ones. That all these apartment complexes and all these places, they usually the gate is open. Use gate. Ah, my bad. Usually the gates are open like this, and the parkings are not assigned. Like rarely in these communities have I noticed that the parkings are assigned. They're usually not assigned. Now this one is looks like it's more I make it to gym today, the doctor's appointment. How did that go? How did the doctor's appointment go? Let's go ahead and park here this parking spot. I don't know if this is somebody's parking spot? Doesn't have a it's not assigned, so I'm gonna guess it's not. These trips are not good. They not good. It's sending me to go pick up these people too far away. They no good. Do I still got my 5-star rating? Let me see. Yep, still got my 5-star rating. Nice. Took a while for me to get there. Because even if a passenger rates you bad one time, it drops your rating very low for a long time. You have to do a lot of trips to get it back up. What's up, Patricia? How are you? What's up, Kenneth? Rainy Scotland. Why doesn't look like the demand is up right now? Demand should be up. I'm gonna turn this off. I need to find a trash can to dump this empty cup. It went okay today. Did their X-ray and prescribed more medication. So when you get the results of the X-ray back, you looking white. Okay. Oh, everybody with their creepy Halloween decorations. What that you mine? Pick this person up from the Bible-based Fellow Church of Temple Terrace. No, I'm good. I'm good. What's this? No, this is no good either. Let's pass on this one. We gotta be patient. Patience is the name of the game. Let's see. Still got an hour and 34 to Maghrib. What's this? Oh no, we're not going to no airport right now. Plus, that's not a good trip anyway. That's not a good trip anyway. What's this? Garbage. Let's show a little bit of what I'm looking at. Let's show a little bit of what I'm looking at here. These are the type of trips that are coming in. Tomorrow you get the results. Okay. And then once they read them, they'll call you Monday. Alhamdulillah. Everything will be fine, inshallah. Inshallah. What's this? Don't you see how they trying to send me this airport trip again? It's a terrible trip. We ain't doing that. I have this little trick where I close it and then I do that. The reason I do that is so that it doesn't affect my acceptance rate. However, the acceptance rate really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter anyway. What's this? Garbage. This is garbage. You gotta drive that long to pick them up, and then this to take them for that much. Garbage. Sometimes I do it like that. Sometimes I close the this is the acceptance rate, but it doesn't matter that much, really. It doesn't impact if you get better trips or anything like this. Look at this. Garbage. Even if it was $16 for 13 miles, if those numbers were the other way, it would still be a bad trip. It still wouldn't be a good trip. So that's the thing. Okay, what's this? Not bad dollar to mile, but it's still I need at least $6 or $7 for that trip. But they're greedy, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. Hold on one second. There you go. All right, let's see. Okay. I haven't worked that much today. So I had to go to Juma and I started kind of late. Let me see. What's this? Heck no. That's a total of 55 minutes. That's crazy. And here's one thing about Uber. They lie about how long the trip is going to be. Because I started to use Waze and I realized they were lying. They lie all the time about how far the trip is going to be. All the time. They big time liars. 14 miles for 15 bucks. These people are crazy, bro. This one that came in, it's not too bad. I'm gonna do this one. It's not too bad. And it's less than 10 minutes. Oh shoot. This is from Winn-Dixie. This is from that grocery store. I don't like to pick up people from grocery stores, bro, because sometimes they have a huge thing of groceries. She's taking an Uber from the grocery store to her house, and her house is less than 10 minutes away. That means she went there to do groceries. She got a buggy full of things. Everybody avoids those type of what's up, Hassan? Everybody avoids those type of trips, bro. Because a lot of times they turn out to be a pain. Whatever. I'm gonna go do it, but what's up, Jelly Bean? I'm gonna go do it, but I'm not gonna. I could actually cancel right now if I want to, because my cancellation is a 1%. Super low. 1% cancellation rate is super low, super good. They'll cancel your account if you get to like. Did she cancel? No. Okay. They'll cancel your account if you get to like, I don't know, like 15 or 16% cancellation. Then they'll cancel your account. But that's why I keep my cancellation low, so I don't have that. I'm not in that situation. Because sometimes you have to cancel. Sometimes things will happen that you have to cancel. Like you get to a community, for example, you have to go in. The passenger's not answering. You're not at the exact pickup location. Because if you're at the exact pickup location, you can cancel and your account won't be affected. But you have to be at the exact pickup location, which starts off a countdown clock for the customer to get to your ride. So you can cancel and your cancellation won't be affected. But if you're not in the exact pickup location, if you cancel, if you're not at the exact pin, it affects your cancellation rate. It goes up. But sometimes you can't get to the customer because there's a gate, they're not answering, they don't give you the code, all this stuff. So you have to cancel, but you're not at the pin. So your acceptance goes up. What's up? Hey, assalamu alaikum. But to avoid any stress of, oh man, my cancellation is going to go up, and uh, to avoid any time of like stress and worry, I always keep it low. That way, if I have to cancel, I don't even think about it. Just cancel, worry free. So I try to keep it from like 0 to 3%. One time, the highest I got was like 9% one time. That's the highest I got. And I was like, man, I got to do some short little trips because your cancellation will also go down. But it goes down when you start doing a lot of trips. So the more trips you do, then it starts going down 1%. It goes down another 1%. It goes down another 1%. So you have to do more and more and more and more trips, right? So I remember when I got it to like 9%, I started doing a whole bunch of like short little 3, 4 minute low paying trips. Oh, there's Popo right there. Popo's always here. Like, what happened now, bro? Accident? Oh, they got that lady. Is that a lady or a dude? What is that? What's going on here? Uh oh, they got. I think what was that? I think that was like two dykes. I think that was two dykes they had outside the car, and they had a white dude in a motorcycle. And people here are driving like crazy. Most of the accidents can be prevented. Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody wants to go first. People are not paying attention. Stuff like that. Man, I have a feeling this lady's gonna have a ton of freaking groceries. And it's a ride that's like 8 minutes. It's like an 8 minute ride, quick little short trip. Sometimes those trips from the grocery store. I mean, it could also be that she's like an employee. Maybe she's getting out of work. Sometimes that has happened where the person's just like they're just getting out of work, and they're not a customer. Best case scenario, she's getting out of work, or is it a he or she? It's a woman. Well, at least the name of the account is a woman. Sometimes the name of the account is a woman, but it's a guy customer, or sometimes people call the Uber for somebody. What time in Tampanistan is 5:40? 5:40 in Tampanistan. I picked up a brother earlier on after Jumma. I took him to a foot doctor or something, some sort of doctor. He's like, man, I'm late to this appointment. He had to call them. And I'm late to this appointment because the hugba was so long. I don't know what masjid he went to. Might have been one of the masjids around here, like one of these. It's one Masjid Omar. There's Masjid Omar there. Was it? Where did I pick them up from? Was it from around here? Yeah, I think it was from around here. So there's a lot of halal places around here. A lot of halal restaurants. Oh, I think I know which one Dixie this is. Bro, hope it's not a lady with a bunch of groceries. I'm not getting out. Unless it's like a really elderly person, I'll get out and help her. I always do. 12 a.m. in Medina right now. So USA is 5 hours behind Afghanistan. 5 hours. Oh, 5 hours behind. Bro, sometimes you see crazy people dressed insane. A lot of homeless people around here nowadays, around this area. More and more homeless. Man, I wish Florida was kind of like New York when it came to the law where you drive and you record, like you can record conversation and stuff like that. That would be good because I can leave the audio on during the rides, and if there's like good conversation and stuff, that would be nice. But unfortunately, the law is a little different here. Let's see. Pick up this lady here. Man, I hope you don't have a huge buggy of stuff. I hope you don't have a huge buggy of stuff because I'm not in the mood to be doing the extra waiting till you load up the stuff and then. What's up, Sid? Assalamu alaikum. Just get them to consent on camera. Nah, that's too much. That's too much work, bro. That's too much work. Well, what will start happening is a lot of people will start rating me bad because if you think about it, they just they're using a transportation service. They didn't request this to be recorded or to be on camera or anything like that. You know, to be on stream. So they'll end up giving you a bad rating. Now, I could do it a certain way. There's a way for me to do it. Hello from the UK. Hey, what's up, man? Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. The way for me to do it is I could put a sign on the back here, on the headrest on the back, saying that there's recording happening. Then it's legal. So the law is that you just have to let them know that it's happening. Then they get to choose if they want to stay in the ride or not. A lot of drivers, here, even here in Florida, they do in-car recording, but you have to have a disclaimer. You have to, whether it's outside on the window before they get in or in the headrest here in the back, they have to. As if, as in, when you're in New York, for example, you don't need to say nothing. You can record people's conversation, your conversation with them in private, all kinds of stuff. Oh, I think I see my passenger and she doesn't have a bug yet stuff. Alhamdulillah. Okay, I got to mute for her privacy, but she doesn't have any groceries. Alhamdulillah. I'll be back in 8 minutes, inshallah.